Welcome to another episode of the Hungry Hungarian Hammock Hanger. On today's episode, we're going to be doing one of my wife's recent favorite meals, which is stuffed bell peppers. Unfortunately, you can't take the stuffed bell pepper out into the woods the same way that I would fix them at home. So, we're going to be doing them a little bit different. Let's make unstuffed poppin' peppers.
Our shopping list for today includes one box of Zatarain's Spanish rice, about 3.5 ounces of paste Picante sauce, I like it medium, 7-ounce can of Verde Salsa, 1 pound of lean beef, 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke, 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 heaping teaspoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of the Weber Gourmet Burger seasoning. You're going to want 6 green bell peppers. You'll also need some House of Tsang, Mongolian fire oil, and some Agave Nectar. After dehydrating, you'll also need some powdered eggs. 1 1/2 cup of water to a saucepan. Turn it to high heat. Add the Zatarain's Spanish rice and seasoning, the Verde Salsa, and about half of the Verde Salsa can of the paste Picante sauce. Just dump that right in. Stir to combine, bring to a boil, cover with a lid, and set your timer to 25 minutes for the rice. Simmer on low, and then begin browning your beef in a large skillet. Once it's all nice and cooked thoroughly, bring it over and begin draining it. You're going to want to wipe out the pan and try to get out as much grease as possible. Then rinse that beef off, and then we're going to put it into a food processor and pulse it, say about 10-15 times, just enough to get it to look nice and smooth. See how crumbly that looks? We're not turning it into a paste here. Add your liquid smoke, your Worcestershire sauce, your apple cider vinegar, garlic, that heaping teaspoon of paprika, your gourmet burger seasoning, and then stir to combine. After about 5 minutes of the meat sitting on low heat, fluff the rice and then add the beef mixture to the rice, stirring to combine. On 2 fruit roll-up tray lined dehydrator trays, go ahead and lay out your beef and rice mixture until you've got a nice, consistent layer on both that are about equal. Take your green bell peppers and scrub them good to make sure that they're nice and clean. You'll know that they're ready once they actually smell like green bell peppers. Take and chop the green bell peppers in half to start, and then remove all of the center with the seeds and any of the white pith that kind of lines the sides of the green bell peppers. Julienne the green bell pepper into about 3/4 inch strips. Then cut those julienned pieces into thirds. Go ahead and start layering up a whole bunch of that delicious Mongolian fire oil. This is one of those kind of secrets here, into the pan. And just as it starts to smoke, in fact, maybe a little before, go ahead, dump your peppers in, and then, after they've sweat a little bit, put some of the agave nectar on it, stir that up. After about 5-10 minutes, just barely starting to brown the peppers, remove them immediately and put them directly on to the dehydrator trays. Any of the rice underneath will catch any of the drippings falling from the peppers. Alright, once you remove the lid to the dehydrator, you'll notice that the green bell peppers are nice, and you still get some of that brown caramel look on them. The beef and rice mixture is going to be nice and crumbly. Because of the way that we prepped the beef earlier, they should be nice and smooth. I'm going to take the green bell peppers and I'm going to just kind of rub them in a paper towel. What I'm looking to do here is try to remove any residual oil. There shouldn't be a lot, but you can see that there is still some. That's just going to really help with the shelf life here. Go ahead and dump that in a Ziploc bag. Start putting in the beef and rice mixture, and then for each of the bags, there's going to be 4 of them, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of the dehydrated egg. See, that'll mix in quite nice. Make sure that you crumble the beef and rice mixture well as you put it in the bag. That's going to help prevent punctures in that Ziploc bag. And if you're a Ziploc bag cooking, that's important. Look how pretty that is. Alright, now this is how I do it. I actually roll the lip of my Ziploc bag inside out before I place my Ziploc bag inside of the vacuum sealing bag. This gives me a working zip top for later. Then let's make sure that that's all nice and spread out and pretty. And then just vacuum the air out of it. I stop mine a little early, that way I don't puncture the bag at all.
And there you have it. Once it's all vacuum sealed, put on your own labels and you're good to go. I always put the date on mine so that I can know which recipes last for a while. Full of protein, full of calories, and very delicious. If you get to try this recipe, please post your results below. I'll look forward to seeing you again on the next episode of A Hungry Hungarian Hammock Hanger.